Good evening, friends. One of the areas where we are going to discuss in this video just now, here I am editing, an anchor on the channel is English by Editing, and we are going to discuss about how to be a good presenter, how to be a good anchor. Well, friends, there is no denying the fact that anchoring a program or presenting or conducting any sort of program requires a lot of knowledge, lot of etiquette, lot of politeness, lot of courtesy, and lot of mannerism. The very first thing that an anchor must be aware of, that what is the purpose of this program. He must be well aware of the purpose and the agenda of the program. For instance, if an anchor has to present a debate program in which there are intellectuals, maybe the learned professors, the learned speakers, or any political and non-political speaker, doesn't matter. What matters that when he is going to call any dignitary on the stage, he must use, may I have the pleasure of inviting the dignitary called XYZ on the stage. His beautiful voice will certainly make an excitement for the audience. You will be all pleased to hear about the great voice of Mr. John, a very good speaker and an orator of all time, who is going to speak in favor of the motion or XYZ. Or may I have the pleasure of inviting the dignitary Mr. Saxena on the stage for presenting his views on this topic. Or we are all very pleased and delighted to hear about someone who is known for his distinctive views and ideas. So the things that really an anchor must be, aware of, that what kind of program he is going to anchor, what kind of, whether it is a musical show, whether it is an intellectual debate, or whether it is a common discussion. If it is a musical show, and if he is not aware of the singers and the lyricists and the songs that are going to be presented, the background of the lyricist, the background of the musicians, the background of the person who has composed the song, or the person who is going to sing, he must be well aware of that person. In this similar manner, if there is an intellectual debate or discussion, or there is a seminar, and it consists of various intellectuals, including scientists and journalists, then the anchor must be well aware of the presented audience, that the audience, the quantum of audience that are present in front of him must be highly educated. So he must be aware of what kind of audience is going to invite for listening, and what kind of speaker he's going to invite to speak. So he must be well aware of the content of the subject matter and the beauty of using courteous, humble, and polite language. Like, I would be delighted to hear from Mr. Saxena. I will be immensely pleased to invite our one of the distinguished speakers, Mr. Singh. Or I would like to humbly request the honor and pleasure of the dignitary XYZ to come and give his views. And I'm sure the audience will be benefited by his diverse and comprehensive approach on this topic. These words like, may I have the opportunity of inviting, would I request the pleasure of Mr. XYZ to come and present his views. Such questions will definitely be very humble and polite to become a good, speaker, and a good anchor, and a good presenter. But the presenter must have a great presence of mind, because in between the program there may be short break, and he must entertain the audience by giving his views and making interpretation of what the audience has said, which is in favor, and what the audience has said, which is in against the motion. So he must analyze, make brief idea of what conclusion he's going to draw at the end of the discussion. So he must be well aware of the topic, knowledgeable about the content, both pros and cons of the topic, and he must be very analytical about presenting his conclusion at the end of the program. So a good anchor must be highly knowledgeable, a very fluent speaker, and a very humble and courteous speaker whose voice must be very polite, soothing, and touching to the audience. And that's what I wanted to emphasize upon. Thank you. In the next video, we shall talk more about it. Thanks a lot.